So, Inktober is a thing, right? Okay. I saw a message on Instagram, and it was essentially explaining why this person was unable to keep up with Inktober because of the hurricane and the fact that their power has gone out. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, girl, there are so many more important things in this world than Inktober. Take care of yourself. Take care of your house. Deal with the hurricane. Take a nap. Pet a dog. Like, you don't need to apologize for us for something that's not even mandatory. Like, even people who are doing Inktober don't keep up with Inktober. So I'm just like, message to everyone out there. Go pet a dog today, and if you're allergic to dogs, go pet a cat, and if you're allergic to dogs and cats, go pet a snake. Snakes are adorable, they deserve love too. Got myself some toast. Got myself some jam. It's time for breakfast. Okay, well I already ate breakfast, but this was too good to pass up. Okay. So, my major involves a lot of programming. I am not very good at programming. So it comes to the reason I often go to the teacher's assistant like computer help lab to get help with homework. So, like, the homework that we had before break, it was simple. It was, like, annoyingly difficult, especially for someone who has no background in programming, but once you understood it, it was fairly easy to get through. It was essentially like photoshopping through Python. Python is the software that we use to program. And we had an image, and it was like, get pixel in image, turn pixel red. And then you would like go through that process with a bunch of different colors, and that was the homework. We went on a week-long break. I went to Disneyland. It was great fun. We got back. Our homework assignment, due next Monday. Make a video game. There is definitely stuff in there that we have not learned. So I go to the teacher assistant lab, and I'm like, hey, what even is this assignment? And they help me out with a couple problems. Like, I work on it myself. I hit a roadblock. I call someone over. They help me through it. I work on it myself. And I just kind of do that until I got to the certain question. So I call the teacher assistant over, and they look at it, and they're like, well, I have no idea. And so they try to research it, and they still can't figure it out. So they call another teacher assistant over, and they're like, they look at it, and they're like, I have no idea. And so the second teacher assistant, he runs off, and he disappears somewhere for a couple minutes. No idea where he went, and then he comes sprinting back with his computer, and he's like, I figured it out. And the way that he had me, like, write it out in the code, it makes no sense. It is incredibly convoluted. I'm so confused. And I finished like half of the homework, which is really good because I was only in there for a couple hours. So I finished half of it. I'm going in again tomorrow. I have this huge gap between my classes. So I'm going to spend that entire time in that lab, and I'm going to get that homework done because the teacher assistant lab is closed Friday through Monday morning, and then it's due Monday at midnight, and Monday is like my busiest day for my schedule. So like if I don't get it done tomorrow, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to finish this assignment. Well, I'm going to go off to Walmart right now because I have some stuff I need to pick up for a video, which I need to film tomorrow because today is the 17th and the video needs to be uploaded by the 20th. And I'm supposed to have like people come in and help me with that, and that's really hard, especially when you're in college and like everybody's like, it's midterm time, so everybody's busy studying, so I don't know when that's going to happen within the next couple of days.
Man, this is a crime scene. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Alright, okay. So today was the first time I ever filmed with a group of people that weren't directly Chelsea and Kyle. I mean, John doesn't count because he just showed up in my vlog. But yeah, the video should be up by now. It was the Who is the UA Trader? And I, of course, picked Momo. So it was actually a lot harder to gather evidence on her why she'd be the traitor because I don't think she is. I looked at her when I was going through the list, and I'm like, I'm gonna do something on her. So that's what I did. I got a cool hat. This is I don't know why, when I started filming this video, I was like, I need a cool hat, and so I bought one. But thank you so much to my roommates. They helped me out, and it was like, one of them was on camera, and then one of them was like the person who handed me the folder, and then the one who's on camera also helped me do the Sherlock intro thingamabobber. But yeah, now I have 2 peaches I don't want to eat. I'm probably going to give it to them. But until then, I have to go get to class, because I filmed this, like, I woke up really early today just so I could film this, and we're going to see how that works. So, my roommate carved a baby pumpkin. It's adorable. And she's leaving it outside our dorm room, which I don't think is very smart, but, like, look how cute that thing is. Also, apparently were, like, a lot of seeds in there, so we're hopefully going to bake those tomorrow. Another week, another retreat. It is again one that I have no idea. Wow, that sounds bright. It is again one I have no idea where I'm even going. I'm just being told to get in someone's car and like call it a day. So yeah, I'm gonna be gone tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna film or not. Like the people, like they know I'm a YouTuber. They know I've started vlogging. A lot of them love my Instagram stories. So I don't know if I'm gonna have my camera out or not. I really like just using my phone for these vlogs because, like, I can pull it out whenever I want. Thank you, Shade. But, yeah, after learning from last retreat's fiasco, I'm going down to buy a blanket. Now, you may think I'm currently in a treehouse, but check that out. That's a plug. I'm inside right now. This is a kid's playhouse. Like, give me a second, okay? Check this out, you guys. It's legitimate. Okay, so sorority retreat. We're hanging out at this guy's house. I have no idea who he is. Apparently, we just like rented the house for the night. It's so pretty. Oh my god. And this is an elevator. Like the guy's daughter is stuck in a wheelchair, so he like built this for her, and it's awesome, you guys. Fun fact: I've always wanted to get married in a treehouse.
In 4.5 miles.
So, I'm not going to talk about everything that happened because a lot of it was stuff I simply don't feel like I have the right to share. So, instead I'm going to talk to you about the really funny thing that happened. So, the retreat, like you just saw, happened in this beautiful house. Like, guys, there was a tree inside the house. Like, okay, so there was also an indoor pool, really nice indoor pool, but they had this like the slide section that's normally built out of fake rock, and there was the hot tub that was right next to that. And to get to the door from the hot tub, you could go around the pool, but it was a lot faster if you just went up the stairs and down the stairs of the slide because there was stairs on both sides. So I went up the set of stairs. It was like 3 steps. Called it. Well, it was fine. I went down the set of stairs. 4 steps. I slipped. Yeah, you guys can guess what happened. I knew something was wrong. I just didn't know what. And I slipped trying not to run into a person, like, who was also going up the stairs. And so she was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No," because I knew, like, that kind of fall, you don't, like, walk away without injury. And I took a second. I checked everything out, and I'm like, I don't feel like there was anything wrong. So I got up and started walking. I got out of the pool area. I went into, like, the main living area. I looked down at my foot, covered in blood. I'm like, that's new. So, fun fact, I do not like the sight of blood. I'm not so much scared of it as the fact I get really uncomfortable. And I have a really overactive imagination, so my mind was like, and you're gonna die. So, I was like, does anyone have a first aid kit? And luckily, one of the girls who was there, she is a pre-nursing major, and so she went out, got the first aid kit. I laid down on the floor, they did their work and all stuff, and it was all good. I mean, I relaxed for a little bit, I got some sugar in my system, got some water, I went on going. And a little while later, I looked down. My foot was still wet from, like, being at the pool when it happened, so the Band-Aids had started to peel off. Okay, that's fine, like, I'm past the trauma now, I can fix it up myself. So I redo the Band-Aids and all that, and I start going on my way. half an hour later, I look down at my foot. I was bleeding through the Band-Aid, and I'm like, that's not normal. So I found another first aid kit, went to the bathroom, bandaged up my foot, and then proceeded to wrap it in medical tape. So it's like, this is not slipping, and I'm going to know if it starts to bleed through because it's white medical tape. And I went to sleep in that, and luckily it did not bleed through. I undid everything this morning. I went to check it out. It looks fine. Like, it's a tiny shallow cut. It has no right to bleed as much as it did. But it did. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It's fine right now. I have another Band-Aid on it because I'm in my dorm room and we haven't cleaned the floor in kind of a long time, so I don't want to risk, like, getting anything on it. I just filmed a really, I found it really entertaining because I just, okay, Instagram stories for me are just kind of things that just happen. So, I'm going to put what just happens next, and I think you're going to appreciate why everyone wanted me to start doing these things, because I think it's funny. I don't think I've shown you guys yet how awesome our fairy lights look. Like, yeah, please. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Also, we're getting real ready for Halloween, so, there might be a dead body on the floor. I'm like, okay, so, I mentioned this earlier about the fact that I was going as someone as Halloween. For Halloween, not as Halloween. Shirt just came in today. You guys saw how much I was complaining about not being able to find a black polo. Yeah, all I need is purple hair dye, and this is the entire costume. I'm going as Logan Sanders for Halloween. Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Okay. I actually can't see what I look like right now, so I'm gonna go look in the mirror, and yeah. Okay, so today is Sunday, I think, yeah it is, and, today, well, okay, so yesterday, the whole I didn't go to bed until 3 a.m. thing happened, and then I stayed up until midnight last night, and then I woke up at noon to a text saying, don't forget composites are today. So, composites is just, this huge, photograph board with, all the members of sorority. And, whole new member thing, it's my first time. So, I had scheduled mine for 2:30, which is a really good thing because I woke up at noon. Because, so I had to go get breakfast, I had to go get dressed, I had to, get makeup on and get ready for the day. It wasn't bad, and that's a half an hour walk from my dorm down to the sorority house. So, that sucked. So I managed to just barely make it down to the sorority house in time, which, okay, I know my face was bright red when I got down there, and they don't do retakes, so let's hope it's not that bad. But yeah, so they took 4 photos, they sent me off my way. So half an hour uphill to get back. I'm really tempted to call an Uber, but at the same time it's $7 for a 4-minute drive. So I gave up and I called an Uber. So tonight, everyone in this room had basically decided that we were done with cafeteria food. We were done with the school food, and so we all got together. We went online, and there is a corner bakery not too far off of campus, and they're so corner bakery, you can order online and just go pick it up. And so that's basically what we did. We all sat down, we ordered some food, and then I went to go pick it up. But the reason why we all decided that tonight was night we were going to do that and not earlier or later, because I was supposed to go out and also pick up some salt and butter because we have some pumpkin seeds from when Abby carved that pumpkin, and we really want to make roasted pumpkin seeds. So I was supposed to pick up butter and salt from the corner bakery. I was supposed to go to their little drink area and grab that stuff, and I totally forgot. And that's because it took them so long to make our food, which was literally just 3 turkey avocado sandwiches. And we forgot to order drinks, and I think that was our problem, because I didn't go over to the drink and condiment section because we didn't order drinks, so I didn't pick up the salt and butter packets, and we don't have many pumpkin seeds, so that would have been enough if I just grabbed a handful of each. I totally forgot it, because I was just sitting there. It's supposed to be done at 4:10, and they didn't get me my food until 4:25, so I just sat there, and then the Uber took forever to get to my location. So I was just
sitting there, and I'm like, I could have gone in, and I could have remembered, and I just didn't. Finally came back to the dorms, and finally got a chance to settle down and, like, actually eat. And I was, like, halfway through my sandwich, and Abby looked over at me, and she's like, did you get the butter and the salt? And I'm like, no, I didn't. So I'm kind of mad at myself now, but hopefully I'm going to be able to get it tomorrow. I don't know, maybe. I don't think I'm going to my first class tomorrow because that is at 7 in the morning. Do not want to get up that early. It's been getting, like, really cold in the mornings recently, so yeah. Also, like, my foot has just been in, like, pain today because the whole fact that I scraped up the side of my big toe on my left foot. I had to walk down the sorority. You guys saw that. It sucked. I called an Uber to go up back to my dorms because I wasn't dealing with it. But, I was just like, yeah. Oh, and I finally started The Slice of Cherry today. I have been trying to read this book for a very long time now. Like, since I bought it, because I got this kind of a while ago, and I went, like, a week without having anything proper to read, besides just, like, the little things. And now it's like a 500-page book. I finally got around to reading it. It's, like, a surprisingly quick read. Like, the pages just don't have many words on it, because they're, like, really big, like, font, and it has a lot of spacing in it, so that's pretty sweet. It's probably just me not paying attention, but, like, in this one page, they introduced a new character, and then, like, I think I, like, skimmed that page, and then, like, suddenly he's like, but I love him, and I'm like, what did I miss? So, I'm probably gonna have to reread that, because it's just, like, it's really, like I said, it's a really quick read. I'm just, like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. But it's just, like, it's not holding my interest as much as I thought it would. But I really want to finish it, and I'm already, like, a fifth of the way through, so. Ooh, also, I got my first copyright strike, which sounds like a really weird thing to be excited about. But, like, actually, like, I don't know why. It feels like one of those things, like, I'm worthy of someone copyrighting attempting to copyright strike my videos. And I looked at it, I was like, yeah, that's pretty fair. And I went to my video, and then deleted that part of the video. So if you guys have seen my last week vlog, The Week at Disney, there was another part of the video that I just deleted that was, like, the opening of the Radiator Springs, like, that music. I just deleted that out. It's in other parts of the video, but that was, like, the only full time you see the beginning of the ride. Literally, the best thing just happened. So, I had this huge project due in programming, which was make a video game. It's an avoider game. They're really easy to make, but as somebody who has no background in programming and has no background in gaming, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. It was a lot harder for everyone, apparently, because the teacher ended up having to move the due date from tomorrow, which is Monday, to Friday. So, I'm almost done. I'm just having some problems with the code that I'm gonna go in and talk to some of the teacher assistants, and they're hopefully gonna help me through it. It was working, and then it stopped working, and I don't know what I did wrong. And, like, it doesn't matter what I change. And I went back into history, and it was, like, back when it was working. And it's still not working. So, we're just gonna see. Abby just went and made some pumpkin seeds. And, like, yeah, they're baking right now, and they're almost done. Because they don't take that long to make, but I'm, like, super excited because it's been a very long time since I've had pumpkin seeds. And I don't know how good they taste, because they're literally just, like, from the baby pumpkin that she bought. And while I was out of the dorm, like, our neighbor had set out, like, in that little square space, our neighbor apparently had also bought a larger pumpkin, and had done a scare design. So, I might need to go buy some more Halloween decorations, because I am not losing this. Like, this is the one thing I refuse to lose. Everything else, complete and utter failure, I'm fine with. But not Halloween. Halloween is where I win. So, I, like, have a habit of just, like, collecting change, because I pay for everything in cash, or at least I try to, and I always, like, end up just having, like, a necessary amount of coins laying around, and I'm normally really good at keeping them all in one place, but since coming to college, they've just been, like,
everywhere. They're at the bottom of my backpack, in my purse, on my desk. And I used to have this like coin pouch. I stopped using it. It was like only half full. I found it today and I started filling it up again, and this thing is like heavy now. So I'm gonna hopefully go and try and find a coin star tomorrow and then like get this changed in, and let's see if I can get any money out of this, because like that's worth something right there. But yeah, hopefully this will get me something, like maybe like a meal, because there's multiple dollar coins in this, so this is something. Like, and again, it's like, it's heavy, dude.